welcome to my channel. My name is Shareen. I'm an interior designer from New York City, coming to you from where my parents are from today. We are taking a little tour to Panama. I'm excited to show you a bit about Panama. We're here for some business, but I'm making a pit stop in one of my favorite malls to visit one of the stores that you can only see brick and mortar locations of internationally, and that is Zara Home. The Zara Home store has some amazing concrete textured walls throughout, and when you look at it, it really reminds me of lime wash, and that's something that you're going to see in an upcoming project that I'm working on. But this texture you'll find in a lot of Spanish residences or even in Moroccan residences that has this kind of like clay, natural porous texture, and it's really neat. And then up in the top, I'm just taking a look at the lighting. I like to get inspired by commercial lighting and just anything around our travels, and the soffits and lighting that you see around the perimeter is also something that inspired my recent video that just went up about the sustainable design. So I encourage you to check that out. Panama is very rich in culture. Naturally, most people, when you think of Panama, think of the Panama Canal. We have access to everything here, which is why it's super fun to come shopping. You can obviously visit and see the canals, but you can also stop and find all kinds of trinkets. This Zara Home has a tabletop collection that I really admire. I love the fact that you have your holiday pieces and chargers, you have your formal wear that you can put out, napkin rings, utensils, everything that you can possibly think of, runners, tablecloths with like proper linens, and then you have your crystal glasses to top off your tables. They also have a significant bedding collection. This bedding collection had some robes, which were of really soft terry cloth, although it wasn't a very high thread count. So I didn't purchase any of the towels, but I will say the robes felt soft in the interior for sure because of the way the terry cloth was. The towels were also really nice. They had some double-stitched towels, also terry. They are not Turkish, but they are made in India, and I thought that they were very nice. Keep in mind, although you may not have a Zara Home if you're shopping in the US, you are able to order Zara Home products online. The entry table is full of fun trinkets, including this little hourglass and some other fun trinkets like these floodlights, which would be amazing little spotlights in the corner because they have a great aesthetic and would also illuminate the space. These beautiful orbs of cracked glass, and then when you just pan through the store, it was a whole candy, I would say candy, but it's candy to a designer, of all kinds of objects that you can use throughout the space. Good news for you, the holiday pieces that you see in here are all on sale on their website right now. So if you love any of this, you can check it out and get it in a great deal at the time of the recording of this video. The pillow selection had some fairly neutral colors and tones. I would encourage you to mix them with some other fun patterns as you're styling your space. I'd also encourage you to maybe double some of these inserts if you're going with the Zara inserts, just to get a fuller, more plush look. These fun lights at the end would be great in outdoor spaces or even in restrooms as night lights. The black ceramic in the mugs and plates look like a fantastic accent, which would be fun with a lot of the neutrals that have been happening lately. I would encourage you to indulge in that. You'll notice the holiday accent in the store tends to be a ribbon, but not necessarily a really bold red plate, for example. You don't want to keep 1,000,001 pieces of utensils and plates and forks and knives and all of these tabletop pieces. So having colors that are more versatile that you can just swap out with maybe some of these runners and linens would be a great idea. They also have this fun cracked glass, or more of a bubbled glass in a green color that I thought was fun. Those were $5.95 for the tumblers. And oh, I should note, with Panamanian pricing, they actually use the US dollar. So the conversion is 1-to-1 for the US dollar for any prices that you see up here. And then moving down along, I skipped over those like Spanish looking glasses, but they actually were really nice. Those purple glasses, I would encourage you to take a closer look at those. And then you get into all of the kitchen accessory with your mitts and your brushes, and even for your cleaning utensils and so forth in the kitchen. If they're out and they're on display, you might as well purchase things that look nice and that you would want to admire in your kitchen. They have some pre-labeled glasses for laundry dispensers and conditioner and shampoos. They also had some of those in the bathroom section that you could get for toothbrushes and cotton balls, and I thought that those were really neat. You do want to mix and match what items you get that are clear and labeled, and then what items you get that are more opaque. You want to be sure that you're storing and hiding away the things that maybe won't be as aesthetically pleasing if they were totally visible, or may just be overwhelming if it was too much of it on one counter. This Zara space has so many items, more than I could talk about. I actually was touching and feeling the different chenille blankets. They felt amazing in the store. They are a polyester blend, so I would, buyer beware. Not sure how well it would wash. But for the sake of the initial use, if you're just getting throws that you don't plan to really wash really frequently, or you'll wash and maybe line dry, those chenille throws were definitely worth looking into. I think I'm going to start a new series. This is going to be the beginning of a series of our international travels, showing you a little bit about how I get inspired when I am out and about. Our little one was with us on this trip. We don't show our children online, so don't expect to see them much at all, but there's a tiny little teaser, and there's more to come in this international series. We have our trip to Tulum, which I can highlight for you, and more, even more than that. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere on YouTube, but you chose to be with me, and I appreciate that. I am thankful for you, and I will see you next time, Thursday after next. Take care. Bye.